Alright, what's up guys? Brian here, and this is my Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2017 predictions video. I am recording this a little bit late than what I thought I was going to be. I was going to try to record this on Friday, but, things came up. But let's get right into it. Of course, Bound for Glory happens tonight. We are about, I want to say, a little less than 7 hours away from the start of Bound for Glory tonight. So let's just get right into it. Of course, Bound for Glory happening in Ottawa, in Canada. There are looking at the card right now, there are 7 matches happening tonight. One match that was scheduled to happen but is not going to be happening is the Red Wedding match, which is a first blood match between Taya, Valkyrie, and Rosemary. That will not be taking place tonight due to some circumstances because Taya, due to some circumstances, will not be at Bound for Glory or next week's tapings, so that is not going to happen tonight. But let's get right into the card. Of course, the main event is going to be for the Global Championship. It is going to be the champion Eli Drake defending against Johnny Impact. This one I think could be a really good match. Everybody knows that's been following Impact, knows what's been going on between these two. Of course, Eli Drake won the championship in that gauntlet for the gold after the original champion, Alberto El Patron, was forced to vacate it due to reasons. But Eli Drake won that title a few months ago on Impact in that gauntlet for the gold. Same way, and Johnny Impact made his debut in Impact Wrestling in that same Battle Royal, and has been hunting the championship ever since. Like I said, hopefully this matchup is really good tonight. As far as picking a winner, if there's a no dirty finish, no outside interference or anything, I would say Johnny Impact. However, if there is like some kind of chicanery, I would say Eli Drake. But in this matchup, I'm going to say Eli Drake walks out still champion, but I think there's going to be some kind of outside interference from somebody. I know they said about Alberto El Patron is supposed to be at Bound for Glory tonight, but what role will he play, if any, in this show? We'll have to wait and see. But my prediction, my official pick for the Johnny Impact Eli Drake championship match is going to be Eli Drake to retain. We have a Knockouts Championship triple threat match tonight between the champion, Sienna. She'll be defending against Allie and Gail Kim. This was originally supposed to be a 4-way match involving Taryn Terrell as well, but because Taryn Terrell left, is no longer with Impact Wrestling, it's now turned into a triple threat match. Gail Kim, the story here, Gail Kim looking to retire at the end of this year, and she wants to retire as Knockouts champion. I could see them putting the belt on her tonight, and then having maybe her vacated and being, where she's not going to be able to defend it all the time because she's retiring, and then have a tournament or something like that to determine a new champion. But this one, I honestly, I'm nothing against Allie. I don't see her winning this one, even though she could surprise a lot of people. So the two people that I'm actually looking, between is Sienna or Gail Kim. Um, oh, shoot. You know what? I'm gonna say Gail Kim wins the championship. Just to, just because I'm not gonna, I have nothing bad to say about Gail Kim. I think she's great in the ring. Um, Allie has really improved, and Sienna has been a dominant champion in Impact Wrestling. But I'm gonna say Gail Kim walks out new Knockouts champion tonight. We have the tag team championships are going to be on the line in a 51-50 street fight. It is going to be the champions, OVE, Ohio versus everything. They're going to be defending against LAX. These two teams, like I have gone at it, have been, engaged in a feud over the last few months. OVE won the titles from LAX in a surprise upset. But now LAX is cashing in their rematch, and they named the stipulation a 51-50 street fight. The way they had it was it's supposed to be OVE versus everyone in LAX. But as far as this match is concerned, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling a little bit, OVE, I think, will probably walk out still champions. There has been talk of Sami Callihan debuting in Impact Wrestling tonight to help them out. So that should be interesting to see. But I'm gonna say OVE walks out still the tag team champions. We have a Monsters Ball match with Abyss versus Grado. This matchup has been, even though it involves Abyss, has been mainly centered around Grado and his status as far as staying in the U.S. storyline they had going on. They've been doing that whole story for a couple of months with, Grado saying, going to be deported if he doesn't, about staying in the U.S. And, they try, Joseph Park, Abyss's brother, has been trying to help them out. They came up with the idea for Grado to get married to stay in the country. He wound up falling for Laurel Van Ness, and they were going to get married, but found out that Laurel Van Ness is since she's Canadian, that can't go down. And then come to find out that Joseph Park stole a bit Grado's visa and everything, and then now Abyss is involved. I don't know. It's hard to keep up. I haven't watched it, but I have kept up with what's been going on in Impact. And this whole storyline, I think Grado's going to walk out victorious. That's just going to be my official pick for that one. Put the guy over, have him win the match, and that's it. We have the Six Sides of Steel tag team match. It is going to be Lashley and King Mo representing America's Top Team. America's Top Team. They're going to be taking on Moose and former MMA fighter Stephen Bonnar. This one I think could probably be pretty good. The storyline in this one has to do with America's Top Team. They've been running rampant on Impact over the last few months. Dan Lambert, has been putting down Impact Wrestling, saying he doesn't understand why everybody likes pro wrestling. He also thinks that Lashley should focus more on his MMA career than his pro wrestling career. He's basically been singing the praises of Lashley. It's gotten to the point where Moose has stepped up. Of course, a few weeks ago, Moose and Stephen Bonnar went to the America's Top Team training center, and they smashed glass and stole championships of America's Top Team, and came out the next week on Impact with them, and then got beat down for it. As far as I'm concerned, I think Moose and Stephen Bonnar are going to win this one. That's my official pick. So that's pretty much it for that matchup. Hopefully it's a good match. King Mo and Stephen Bonnar, they're from the MMA world, but their MMA experience could, in a cage match, it's not a wrestling match, it's a cage match, so they could treat that as as a octagon and stuff like that. So let's move on. In a match that I'm not sure if this is going to be an Ultimate X match or just a regular six-way match, but for the X Division title, it is going to be the champion Trevor Lee defending against Desmond Xavier, Matt Sydal, Petey Williams, Sanjay Dutt, and Garza Jr. Like I said, I don't know if this one's going to be Ultimate X. The way that they said about it on Impact, from what I've read, is that they didn't talk about this match being an Ultimate X match. However, Fight TV has this advertised as an Ultimate X match, so it'll be interesting to see if it is. If it isn't, and it's just a regular match, it's kind of like we saw on Impact, I believe it was last Thursday, and Desmond Xavier came out on top in that one. But as far as if it is an Ultimate X, that puts a lot of more intrigue into the match. It could be anybody's ball game, anybody's match to win. As far as picking a winner, you know what? I'm going to say Desmond Xavier pulls out another victory. I'm going to say he does and becomes new X Division champion. He won the Super X Cup a few months back, and they haven't really done much with that as far as but I think tonight Desmond Xavier walks out the new X Division champion. And then of course we have the six-man tag team match. Team Impact is of Ethan Carter III, Eddie Edwards, and James Storm. They're going to be taking on Team AAA, El Hijo del Fantasma, Pagano, and Tejano. It's been well documented what's been going on between these six men. Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and EC3. An unlikely three-man team, but they have their common enemies in Phantasma, Pagano, and Tejano. So it'll be interesting to see how well this team gets along. A few months ago they were enemies, and now they're teammates, fighting for a common goal. So my pick for this matchup is I'm actually going to say Team AAA. I think but I think they're going to cheat to win, and that's how they're going to pick up the victory. So that's my official pick. I think Team AAA will walk out with the victory. So with that being said, this has been my Bound for Glory 2017 predictions video. Hopefully it's a pretty good show tonight, as I said, and I'll probably have my review up right after it's over, so to give my thoughts on the show. So with that being said, if you guys plan on watching tonight's Bound for Glory, for any Impact Wrestling fans out there, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below. So with that being said, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.